and Sasquatch. What?
Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
What are you gonna do with that?
Why are you looking so creepy?
Put it on the internet. Animals. They are animals.
We're growing boys.
No. It is time for our Pulpfest 2025 video. I've been waiting all year for this. We're coming in hot from Pulpfest this past weekend. Obviously, great time. Obviously, we bought a bunch of rad stuff that I'm going to show off here. Got about 17 minutes of footage of the dealer room. I figured I'd split it up, do like 5 minutes, then this thoughts section, me yakking. 5 more minutes, then the book haul, and 5 more minutes at the end. If you feel like watching even more, it's beautiful. It's like a museum. It's a museum. If you love this stuff, check it out. My wife did a wonderful job filming all of this. Some of it's mine, very little, but she did most of it, and it looks great. It's wonderful. She went above and beyond Call of Duty for you people. She did it for you. Pulpfest has been around for over 50 years. For over 50 years, they have been doing this. And I just have to say that those guys who've been doing it, who've been attending, who've been selling, who've been organizing it, putting it together, all this time, have been so welcoming to us, to new people. They're excited to have new people there, and you know, they could be gatekeepers. They could be like, hey, you newbies, where are you? You don't know shit, you know. And compared to them, we do not. We don't even know probably 10% of all the stuff that those people know. It's kind of unbelievable how much knowledge they've accrued over the years of all this, the genre fiction. I'm completely jealous. I wish I knew it like they did. Maybe someday I'll be them. I hope so. I love the whole community, the whole culture of it, of this pulp fiction, adventure, crime, horror, and all of those stories is the basis, I think, for all of our entertainment today. I think it all came from Pulp Fiction. It's inspiring. It's a very inspiring place to be. Once you're there, like, you feel it. You feel it in your blood. It's a whirlwind as you walk through the dealer room, looking at all these beautiful items that are almost 100 years old. It seems larger than life that the original H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard's are sitting right there in front of you. The first time that they came into the world are sitting right there in front of you. You can touch them, you can hold them. It's an amazing feeling. I also wanted to say thank you to the organizers, to Jack, for letting me print the Pulpfest shirts. It was so cool to walk around the dealer room and see everyone wearing the shirts that I printed. He said that they sold out of them, which is amazing, which is great. And if you missed out, if you didn't get your shirt, just so you know, you can order them on my business website, my screen printing website. I'll put the link down in the description all year long. I'm going to have them all year long. So there will never be a time of the year that you cannot buy a Pulpfest shirt. So last year, it was just me and my wife, and that was a blast. Love spending time with her. This year it was an added bonus because the fellas were there. We got to meet Jake and Tim and Paul and Brian in real life. How amazing was it to just walk around the dealer room with them, shop books, look at books, talk authors and publishers, and look at this. Hey, you're into this? Check this out. I felt like I had known those dudes my whole life. It was like instant connection. There was nothing awkward, no awkward beginnings. It was just like being on the video with them. Also there, I got to hang out with Wyatt for a minute again, Wyatt Doyle from the Men's Adventure Library. We got to attend his talk. He did the first one on Friday night, and it was about men's adventure, obviously, and did a wonderful job. So knowledgeable, as you saw in my Q&A video that I did with him and Bob. I didn't get any footage. I didn't get any footage of Wyatt at all. I didn't get the table. I don't know. Like I said, when you're there, it's a whirlwind. There's so much going on that you kind of don't realize what's going on as it's happening. I also got to meet Bill, Men's Adventure Quarterly. It was fun. Get to chat with him. I get to see what was coming up in the future. Hopefully he comes and talks on the channel again. And of course, we had conversations with some of the dealers. And one guy that I bought a bunch from last year, and I was standing at his stacks of books, going through them, and he said, "Hey, you're the book graveyard, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right." That was pretty rad that he recognized me. That was interesting, an interesting thing to happen. So in the footage of the dealer room, you'll see lots of me and Jake and Brian. I think that was Saturday. We were all together there a while. There's barely any of Tim. Tim was there, but he just kept popping in and out. And then Paul was in Pittsburgh with his wife for the day, so there's no footage of them in the dealer room hanging out with us. And we also got to meet some people that we recognized from here, just their names. Like Jake mentioned in his video, Glock and Sig, Fireball. And I had someone from Instagram, Anthony. I got to see Tom. He lives here. He's one of the dealers, and he lives close here. And I went to his house over the summer, and it had bought some books, and I've seen him out and about. I only got to talk to him for a minute, though. I should have spent more time. Like I said, there's a lot going on. And Saturday, I was hit with this horrendous headache around 6, and that pretty much put the end of the day for me. So I missed out on the auction. I missed out on just hanging out with the dudes. I missed out on all the chats, all the talks. So that was a bummer. But what are you gonna do? Now I just needed to sleep. I slept like 12 hours. But yeah, enough talking. Let's get some more Pulpfest footage. And if you want to just skip to the book haul, go ahead and just skip to the book haul. Show us your
Indiana
books,
Jones.
Brian.
But what?
Show us your books, buddy.
I got The Takers.
How much was it?
$1.
All right, who is ready to see these books? I know I am. First up, this is my wife's. It is this giant hardcover, The Alluring Art of Margaret Brundage, who was the Weird Tales author back in the heyday. The best times of Weird Tales, I think. This is an amazing book. I read a lot at the beginning, and it has her story, what little they knew of her. She kind of disappeared a little bit. So they had to, I think they said that there's 3 interviews over the years of fans, and that's all that anyone really knows about her. But it has a lot of interesting facts. It's not just the artwork of the covers, and it's amazing. So I am really glad that she got that. Where am I going to put this stuff? These are also hers. Devil Tales. I believe this is comic reprints. I don't know anything about it. The Chilling Archives of Horror Comics. I think IDW put it out. I don't know. She was very excited when she saw it. She knew what the hell it was already. I tried to get her to come on here and talk about her stuff, but she was not into it. And that's okay. That's okay. She didn't have to. And then she got the Voodoo. The Complete Voodoo. And this is likewise comics anthology. Assuming Voodoo is the comic book. Awesome. I don't know anything about it, but sure looks cool. And then I got you know what? This is all just going to be random. It's just in this crate down here. So I did pull this one out separately because I'm going to send it to Chris from Liminal Spaces, who constantly texts me pictures. He's like, "Do you want these books? Do you want these?" And he sends me all these pictures of his library sales. So I did find you one, buddy. Frank Belknap Long. This Strange Tomorrow. It looked out there. It looked wild. It's wild. So there we go. That one's coming to you. Coming to a post office box near you. I don't think he has a post office box, but also I made my wife this tote bag before we went. She was rocking it around the dealer room. Just wanted to show that. Got our name tags there. Ooh, we'll put that with last year's name tags. Collect them all. Everyone who attends gets the Pulpster. It is a great magazine that has articles about all the stuff we love, and it has ads for the publishers we love. Starkhouse there. We got the Paperback Warrior on the back with Bill Cunningham from Men's Adventure Quarterly did the layout. Looks beautiful. Raphael Sabatini was the Prince of Pirates during the first half of the 1900s. Just stuff like that. That's cool that we get this. Collectible. It's a collectible item. Alright, I'm just gonna randomly grab this stuff. I don't even know. Oh man, so there's quite a few of these Badger Supernatural books that I love. Many of them were out of my price range. I mean, they weren't too terrible, but if I bought a bunch of them, then it would be less of other stuff. So I did get this one. Chaos, Thornton Bell. Man can control the atom, but not this horror from a bygone age. So it looks like maybe a sci-fi horror. Supernatural special. I got Blood on Frisco Bay, because I liked the dog Let me so we should fix the lighting here. How's that? There we go. Blood on Frisco Bay. Look at that dog attacking that guy. It just cracked me up. Jay Flynn, a beautiful socialite, has been murdered and Sergeant Rigg was on the hunt to collar the killer. So yeah, I don't know. Just a crime book. We got City of the Dead. Herbert Lieberman. He wrote Crawl Space. Look at this. I don't know if you watched the Is It Bagworthy with Mike, but he was like, "What's your bagging style?" Look at this. This person needs to work on their bagging style because that's pretty bad. We'll replace it. It's okay. So for a second, I thought it was going to be the movie City of the Dead, which I love, the Christopher Lee movie, but it's not. But it's still rad. It's still radical to the max. City of the Dead horror book. And we got a C.L. Moore, Henry Kuttner book, No Boundaries. This is the only C.L. Moore that I saw, but, I didn't go through every single book as much as I would have liked to. It was kind of impossible. This one was only $4, and I know that everyone says that all Henry Kuttners are part C.L. Moore, but I just like to make sure and have her name on the cover. Nothing against Henry Kuttner. I haven't read him, but I want C.L. Moore. That's what I want. I wish she would have just written more books on her own. My wife grabbed this. Dr. Nicola Returns, Master of Occult Mystery. This is number 2. Very cool. Trade. It's a trade paperback there. Paul gave me this. It's a nonfiction about the greatest gunfighters of the American West. That was very nice of him. Brought books to give away. He also gave me this, which I'm very excited about because they have tons of these pulps at the Bookery, the store that's by me. And I am always tempted to buy one, but they're like the cheapest one is like $40, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. What could one of these stories be like? How many different ways can you write a dog fight? But who knows? Now I'm gonna know. Thanks to Paul. Thank you very much, Paul, for bringing this. That is so cool of you. Well, piles are already falling over. Very excited to find another Robert Dietrich, Steve Bentley thriller. This is E. Howard Hunt. I've read 2 of them so far. One I really loved and one was just okay. We got The Vampire Women, The Blood-Drenched Fangs of Living Death. Who's this by? Victor Samuels. I don't know who did that cover. Maybe Jeffrey Jones. I don't know. It doesn't have a... It's not signed. But we like it. I got this number 1 Magnum, The Leather Albatross, number 1 William C. Odell. This is a publisher that I had never seen, or at least I don't have any by this publisher, and it's Apollo, which I'm sure Stiv can tell me all about it. I'm sure he's already typing as soon as I said Apollo. He was like, this is what this is. And it was the right price, so I picked that up. There was a bunch of men's adventure that I wanted, and you really got to pick and choose. It's difficult. It's a difficult moment in your life, trying to decide, should I pay this extra money for Mongo number 1, or should I get 3 books that are equally cool looking, that weren't on the want list, check out something new, and I'm a quantity type of guy more than quality. So I went with the quantity, even though I didn't buy any dollar books. So I don't know. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. We got The Dead Riders. This is Elliot O'Donnell. This is a black magic novel of terror. It reminded me of that old, what's that movie called? It's black and white and it has the bikers. Maybe I'll pop it up there if I can remember. But yeah, very cool cover. Very occult. Tim also brought us some books. We got The Return of Tarzan here, Edgar Rice Burroughs. Hanging on. She's hanging on for dear life. Tarzan's taking care of it, though. He's taking care of business. And then the very first Tarzan, Tarzan of the Apes. The Signet Classic Edition. Introduction by Gore Vidal. I found this Gothic spy book, The Bait. Is it a spy book? Is it a Gothic book? We won't know until we read it. But she is beautiful agent Emma Greaves. The suspense is electric. High drama adventure. That's what's up. Dr. Cyclops. This is a centaur. I thought there was going to be more centaurs there. And this and the Solomon Kane that Tim picked up were the only two that I saw. So there's Dr. Cyclops. Shrinking people. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We got The Headhunters. What does it say? Quadraphonic Homicide. Look at that busy cover. Look at all that stuff that's going on there. Am I shaking? Let's hold it with two hands. Ritual Death. Weissman and Boyer. John Weissman and Brian Boyer. Number 4 in a tough, realistic cop series. Just one I'd never seen before. So that was part of my quantity. Poor Mondo still sitting there. This is one that I have never seen before. Robert E. Howard. It says The Iron Man, but it's not the boxing stories. It's The Adventures of Dennis Dorgan. In the footage that I show, I'm holding up two versions of this. One is the zebra and the other one is this one. And I chose this one. Even though the zebra would have made more sense because I have zebra editions of the other books. But this one was fatter. So maybe there's more in it. So I went with more story. Other than aesthetics. Which is weird because that's usually not my style. Blue Steel. This guy's kind of like a pulp adventure guy. It's not not men's adventure, pre-men's adventure, I guess you could call it. Like it compares him to the Phantom and the Spider and Operator 5 on the back. This is published by Python. It's another publisher that I hadn't heard of before. I was looking for more Monarchs. There was a couple, but they were the sleaze ones or the romance ones, and I didn't want to spend that much on one of those just yet to complete my Monarchs or get as many as I can. I don't know if I'm actually going to go all out and get them all, but I try to get as many as I can. But this is a horror one, Rest in Agony. As usual, has a beautiful cover. Monarch was the paperback subsidiary of Charlton Comics. Isn't that nice? Ivar Jorgensen. Excited about that. Got Fritz Leiber, Swords and Deviltry. This is the first Falpser and Grey Mauser. I have the second or third one. So now I got the first. This is probably my favorite cover art that I got. The Black Unicorn. Who's that by? June Drummond? Woo! June Drummond. This is a corgi. I don't know. Doesn't that look exciting? That is some beautiful artwork. It's like some kind of murder mystery, I think. Here's the only sleaze I bought, I believe. City of Vice. It was only $5, I think, because the printing is a little off in the words, and it has this notch here at the top. But it was the right price, and another publisher that I don't have anything by, Magenta. The plot was blackmail. The bait was a sensuous wonton. Nice. I do like that cover. And you know what? Even though I know it is a printing error, it kind of looks like, if it was on purpose, that would be some pretty cool text right there. Got some Juvenile Delinquent. I was definitely on the search for more Juvenile Delinquent. This is a Lion Books. Hell's Kitchen. So nice. So you know it's going to be New York City. Well, this kind of high art drawing there. A different style than the paperback art usually is. My wife got this Lovecraft zine. This is from the 70s. It was limited to 990 numbered copies. This is $3.88. The Occult Lovecraft. Who did she get this from? Curious Bookshop, I believe. In East Grand River, East Lansing, Michigan. There you go. So it has some artwork in it. Yeah, they have a bunch of old zines of all types there. Fanzines. She got a couple. She was also very excited to find this. The Unfortunate, the Demon Lover. Man, I wish I could remember what she said about it. Now I don't remember, but she said that there was something special about this edition. Where are you? Where are you to tell me the answers? This is from 1988. The Unfortunate is a occult writer. In this occult thriller, Dion Fortune combines her deep knowledge of magical rites and practices with her rare talent for bringing fictional characters to life. Sounds cool. This is the book that she freaked out about when we first got there. She knows all of that Arkham House stuff. So this is our very first Arkham House book. Salucha. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that or even what it is. I'm guessing that it's some kind of witchcraft, occult, Satan thing. Knowing her style. MP Shield. I've never even heard of that author. I don't know what it is. But it's very cool. And our first Arkham House. I like it a lot. She picked this up from Daryl Schweitzer. This is an anthology, I believe, that he put together. Tales from the Miskatonic University Library. So it has a bunch of short stories in it. And he signed it for her with her name. I like that he put her name. If I ever have anyone sign anything, I would have it made out to me. I think that's a lot cooler than just having it signed. Maybe not as valuable, but it's more valuable to me. And that's more important than the monetary value. Tim's dad was there, Tim Sr., and he gave me these 3 baseball digests. I guess he got these at the auction. And he knew that I'm from Ohio. And he said, "You like Johnny Bench?" And I said, "Hell yeah, I do." So he gave me these 3. Grabbed 3 with the Reds on the cover. George Foster there. Who else is that? Rod Carew. Yep. Then we got Joe Morgan, Thurman Munson. So that was very nice of him. Thank you, Tim Sr. This is one of my wife's, The Eyes of Night, David C. Smith. The night belongs to the unholy, the demonic, and immortal brotherhood of evil, empowered by blood and the dark wisdom of the ages. Nice, looks like a 90s book. That'd be my guess. Just from the aesthetic. She also got Gore Vidal. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, or is it Vidal? I like Vidal. Sounds cooler. Messiah. We actually have this, but a different edition. And this cover's much better than the one we got. Tim brought me a Casca. God of Death. The immortal Roman rose from the altar, and the Tetuac nation came face to face with the Quetzalcoatl Casca, cursed by God, had become a god. Oh, I read that wrong. So this has Mexican themes. It has Quetzalcoatl in it. Nice. Thank you, Big Tim. Speak of the Devil. 17 diabolic tales. So these are all stories that have to do with Satan. Cue the Ninth Gate sample. There's a list. I'm just going to show you instead of reading it off. We got Fritz Leiber, Our Lady of Darkness. This book is at one of our local shops, and it's pricey, and this was a much better price. So my wife grabbed it. More witchcraft, occult evilness going on. And we got this excellent A. Merritt Creep, Shadow Creep. Beautiful cover there. I got one of the Yellow Box Pan crime books. A long hard look. Malcolm Gayer. I don't know, I've never heard of him. I do like that artwork. Like I said in previous videos, I never pass up one of the yellow box pans. I don't find them that often. Beautiful. Beautiful, you know, I love the UK editions. We got The Witching Night. One guess as to who picked this one up? Though I would have. If I had seen this first, I would have grabbed it too. C.S. Cody, The Witching Night. Black magic can't kill a man, can it? Beautiful cover, but you gotta kind of zoom in. I wish they would have made it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger on the cover. Pay an artist to do your cover. Should make it big like this one. I got this one because it was, I mean, look at it. What is going on here? It kind of looks like a Sleaze cover, but it's not Sleaze. It is Sword and Sorcery. Or Sword and Planet, maybe, because this is a spaceship. I like that, what she's got going on there. All natural. The Black Lion, Patricia and Lionel Fanthorpe. That sounds familiar. And this is a Panther? Who put this out? Oh, it gives credit to the cover designer. Cover design by Kevin Kingston Walker. So what is this publisher? It just says GM. It's a UK. Greystoke Mowbray. Do you guys know that one? Greystoke Mowbray. Nice. The Black Lion. I picked that one, by the way. I don't think it needs to be said. Another gothic suspense. The Marriage Chest. Mary Paradise. Oh man. Who is Mary Paradise? Someone said it in the last gothic video. Now I can't remember. I'm terrible at recalling stuff. It never comes right to me. It's always after I turn off the phone or remember what it is. Turn off the camera. Anyway, there you go. Marriage Chest. Mary Paradise. Suspense, romance, mystery. We got a big old fat Dennis Wheatley Black Magic. The Arrow Black Magic series, Dennis Wheatley. It's got some they're fighting Hitler. They're fighting Hitler in this one. Hitler and Satan. They use dark forces. Look at the size of that sucker. He wrote some fat books, man. I got a bunch of adventure books by him that are equally as fat. So yeah, anytime we see the Black Magic, the Dennis Wheatley, they still, no Devil Rides Out. That's what we were looking for. I think this is the last of the paperbacks. The Druid Stone, a novel of modern witchcraft by Simon Majors. Beware of wizards, warlocks, and witches. Their evil will enslave the world. Oh, it almost sounds like a nonfiction, but it is not. It is a fiction book. Maybe it has some fantasy elements. I don't know. It's definitely occult. This was Paperback Library. Really happy to grab this. First edition is Kane, Darkness Weaves. Brian found this and he handed it to Tim. Tim said that he already had another edition and he didn't want it, so I snagged it. It's $25. The dealer, when he sold it to me, he said that when this was first published, they made a bunch of edits and Carl Edward Wagner was not happy about it. So maybe not the best version to read, but still the first. And that is pretty rad. Oh, also, it's a Powell Gothic Fantasy. Interesting, huh? I think this is my first Powell. I got a lot of publishers that I've never seen before. Here's another one. Lodestone. The Valley of Creation, Edmund Hamilton. I finally found an Edmund Hamilton that looks more fantasy than sci-fi. I always see the science fiction books like out in space. But the stories that I've read by Edmund Hamilton and the Weird Tales have all been down here on Earth and very fantastical. And I really enjoy that. I think he does it really well. So I was excited to finally find one of his non-sci-fi books. I'm sure the sci-fi ones are good too. I know I'm always talking trash, but I do like science fiction also. It's just fun to talk trash. The Raft of Despair. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good on the Raft of Despair. This guy out in the ocean, stuck on a raft. I imagine there's more than just shark attacks. Let's see what we got here. This is from the Curious Bookshop also. East Lansing, Michigan. If you're in Michigan It's a brick and mortar, it looks like. Curious Bookshop. So shout out to them, and shout out to the Raft of Despair. Here's another juvenile delinquent book that I got. Evan Hunter, The Jungle Kids. Not the coolest cover. It's a photo cover. Cover photography. Lester Krauss. Here are kids out for kicks. Gang girls, punks, dope addicts, brought to vibrant life by a master storyteller. He tells it like it is. I'm excited. I love the juvenile delinquent genre. All right, what else we got in here? Got this flyer. My wife is very excited. She loves the movie Metropolis. I believe she wrote a paper on it when she was in college. I guess they're putting out some trading cards, and there's a Kickstarter. So we got the flyer. I don't know if she's going to kickstart it or what. Here's another one of those zines that she got. The Private Life of H.P. Lovecraft by Sonia H. Davis, which was his wife. Edited by S.T. Joshi, which is the Lovecraft expert. So it looks like this is the dish. This is the dirt. Everything you ever wanted to know about the private life of H.P. Lovecraft. My wife grabbed this Jewel of 7 Stars. This is the Bram Stoker Mummy book. We have this in paperback and it's very fat, and I was like, what exactly is this? Because how do they take that paperback and make it this? And it's a book. It's not a comic book. So I opened it up and I read it, and it basically says that they thought that Bram Stoker was too wordy and they just edited him down to the exciting parts. And that's what this is. Just all the exciting parts and none of the fat. Interesting. It's interesting. I do like that cover. And to be honest, I would rather read a thinner book. So here's some pulps. We got this Weird Tales from 1953, January 1953, Kelly Frias cover art. I think this is our first 50s era Weird Tales. Novelette of a Hesitant Witch by Everell Worrell. Nice. It says 45, but it was 25. Which, by the way, when you're at Pulpfest, you can wheel and deal. You can be like, I'll give you this much. And usually they say yes. Usually they don't even think about it. They're just like, okay, sounds good. I got another Fight Stories. This has, who was it? I didn't know this when I got it. Remember, oh man, PSA, all you people that are buying pulps for the first time. They come in bags. You take the tape completely off the bag and put it somewhere else. This is not coated paperbacks. This is paper. This is not comic books where the tape will probably come off. If you hit this with tape, it's over. It will rip it right off. There's no saving it. So always take the tape completely off, and when you put it back in, then you retape it. Anyway. So yeah, it has an Ed Lacey story in here, which I did not know. Fight Stories. When I first saw this cover, I thought he was punching a lawyer or something. So I was like, that's awesome. But then I seen the guy has a gun. He's like a gangster. But I thought it was Fight Stories where a boxer was punching a lawyer. No offense to all you lawyers out there. Maybe I might need your help someday. I don't want to completely offend you. Tape it back up afterwards. And then here is another 1950s Weird Tales from the year 1950. It's got a Frank Belknap Long story in it. And an E. Hoffman Price. Oh, and the Manly Wade Wellman. That's why I got it. 1950. This one has a crime writer in it. I also can't remember. But I was really surprised when I opened it up and saw the name. This has been clipped. If you don't know about pulps, pulps are usually, they hang over the edge. And sometimes people clip the edge and it makes it less valuable. I don't know why. Because it's got to be exactly as how it was done. Exactly as how it was published. This has Day Keene in it. So Day Keene wrote a Weird Tales. I'm assuming it's some kind of horror story, right? Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it looks kind of like a crime story. It has Emil Pataja, Shelby Steger, Allison V. Harding, Margaret St. Clair, Mary Elizabeth Councilman, E. Hoffman Price, Frank Belknap Long, and Manly Wade Wellman with the novelette. So he's got the long story. A lot of female writers. That's awesome. Beautiful cover. Not as beautiful as the classics. Not as beautiful as the Brundages. The Virgil Finlays. Still pretty cool. Tape back on that. And then we got our 40s era Weird Tales. This was the most expensive pulp that I got. Also has Manly Wade Wellman in it. Alonzo Dean Cole. Frank Gruber, August Derleth, Robert H. Leitfried, and Henry Kuttner. And Edmund Hamilton, of course. Edward Hamilton, always at the top of the batting order. So there we go. Another Weird Tales. I don't know, the year's gone. I'm assuming it's from the 40s, from the writers and the artwork. Look at this. Paul gave us a shirt, a Geeks Love Dogs shirt. And I gotta say, as a screen printer, wow. Whoever did this, whoever Paul's using as a screen printer, that is an amazing job. That is some CMYK. It is not a transfer. That is legit screen printing. Look at all those colors. That's got to be CMYK. Otherwise, it'd be like 25 screens. That is beautiful. That is awesome. Thank you, Paul. I picked up this flyer. It's a book about Inner Sanctum, the old radio program. So there's a book. I don't know if it's coming out or if it's it's already out. Inner Sanctum Mysteries Behind the Creaking Door. Is that upside down? I guess I'll read it sideways. So yeah, it's a history of the horror radio series. Complete episode guide, plot descriptions, and cast. Man, I want to order this. I love it. I mean, I'm more of a suspense fan, but Inner Sanctum is awesome also. I don't remember which seller I got this bookmarked from, but it's cute because it looks very much like us. It's called Books from the Crypt. It's an internet store. Where's the camera? So look, it's a little book graveyard. So I thought I'd show that. We got an Adventure House catalog. So auctions, pulps. These are people that, yeah, they sell pulps online, I guess. I don't know. I didn't look it up, but we did grab the flyer. Did grab the little pamphlet. This is something that Bad Taste Brian, brought us up from North Carolina. This is a VHS of, I don't know, this is my wife's pick. Cecilia Condit, Early Video Works, 81 to 96. Some kind of trippy feminist horror movie? I don't know. But I guess Brian lives at the same town as the Lunch Meat guy. Lunch Meat is a VHS fanzine, and he obviously does reproductions. So he brought this for my wife. That is very kind, very thoughtful of him, because she loves the VHS and the obscure horror movies and stuff. Jake brought up all those 50-cent doubles, and I didn't grab any because Tim already grabbed the CL Moore and anything that I was interested in. Thanks a lot, Tim. But he did have these comic books, and I probably wouldn't have grabbed them. This guy has a gun finger. But this right here, obviously, as soon as Brian seen it, he just threw it at me. He's like, here you go, shark. And I was like, you know it, buddy, you know it. And that's it. That's it for the haul. If you're still watching, good Lord, this is going to be a 2-hour-long video. There's more footage. So enjoy it. And you should go next year. I'll see you there next year.
looking at?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're my filter.
That's cool.
Because I feel like if you've seen something that you knew I would like, you'd like do this.
I would.
So I don't got to put the work in when I stand next to you.
You're not wrong.
It's Jake in his natural habitat. It's one of his few good books.